Glad to have you with us from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. A neutral site showdown as both of these teams hoping to make an early season statement. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Utah Utes. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
The Hurricanes head coach told me before the game, they are so excited about how they've been able to prove everybody wrong. What they accomplished last week has pushed them into the conversation, and now they've got to prove that they can be even better. He said, I felt like that was our most complete game of the season, but we've got more to give. We'll see how they get off to a quick start today to prove that to the nation. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Coming out with it, it's Pringle. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Bunch formation for these receivers. The give on the counter. Turning it on! Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Draw play. It's Pringle. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
You know, you got to be careful when you're running the draw play because you're hoping those defensive ends get way up the field, thinking it's pass. Didn't happen that time, and the defense was able to get a negative play.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. On the move. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab. Dragged down.
That's really nice fundamentals by a right-handed quarterback, going to his left, getting the shoulder turned and the hips around, helping him make a very accurate throw.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
They boot it away on 4th down. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Timeout called by the Utes. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Finds a crease. It's Briggs. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Let's talk for just a minute here about Utah. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Quick give. It's Brink. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Right side, it's Riley.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
And the Utes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll send the back in motion. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the 1st down marker. It's 4th down. The Utes will send out the punt unit. The kick is on its way. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pringle. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Tosses it incomplete. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Throwing, Mensah. Look out! And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
They punted away on 4th down. Coverage unit all over him, stopped immediately. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just
right down the middle at the 20. Touchdown, Utes! Rolled his way into the end zone. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
and searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. He'll bring it out. It's Pringle. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. Looking for room. It's Pringle. Stop right there.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Now what they had in mind to start this drive, here comes 2nd and 13. Trying to move them on the counter. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Sells to fake. Throws to the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the... before and moving those chains. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The Hurricanes will have it 1st and 10. He'll try the left side. Knocked down immediately.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Mensah. Still looking. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. And the Hurricanes line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Lucky to get it off.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Pulls it. Quarterback keep. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. He's piled up 76 yards rushing already. You want to talk about establishing the running game. They're doing that in the season opener. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached a break. It's Utah holding the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. Running inside, it's Bray. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down.
And I don't want to marginalize you guys' athletic ability, but I feel like Palmer and Davis both could have ran through that hole. I mean, that was unbelievable job by the offensive line, paving the way. He's getting to the 2nd level before he's even getting contacted. That better change for this defense, or they're going to be in for a long game.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And the Utes can really attack on this 2nd and short. On the option, he'll pitch it. Using that running game to bludgeon forward, he's got 4 down to the 35.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
The Utes come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of 1st downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Good spot on the field to go for it. They make it pay off. Not willing to settle for a field goal on this drive.
Yeah, and Reese, I just don't know if field goals are going to win this game, honestly. I think to win, I think you need tutties. So this offense needs to stay on the field, stay aggressive, and try and capitalize after picking up that 1st down.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Pringle. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Here's Mensah to throw. Buying time to his right. There he goes. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up the short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Interception! You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Leaves it in his belly. Maybe some room here. The 30, the 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Utah! Great
incredible run by this guy, David. We're only in the second quarter. That's already his second rushing touchdown. If he stays in the game, he might run for 400 yards in this one.
He's going to put up whatever he wants. This is a dream scenario, man. If you get close to this in a game, you're happy about it. Give him the ball more often. This defense, they better find some answers, because right now it looks like a grown-up and children running after him trying to tackle him.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. A quick pass to the left. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Going to try to get it himself. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be...
Snags it, and there's running room. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Now on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. Defense going to jam these receivers right up. Touchdown, Solid pass by the back on the option.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing, I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Gets the back moving. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Just gets rid of that one.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Calls his own number. Fights off a defender. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. And the Utes come to the line in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
I like this coaching staff scheming fade routes out in the field. We're so used now in college football to seeing those throws only down in the end zone. But, hey, you've got a lot of green grass to throw to. Press man coverage gives you the opportunity. Take the shot.
Wants to throw one first. He's going to run it. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Now the Utes take a timeout, and they don't have any more left. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Quarterback changing the play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Time to take a shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Defense playing a bail technique. Throwing, Mensah. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. The field goal is no good. The missed field goal leaves us with a double-digit game still sitting at 10. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Appalachian State taking on the number 21 team, the Boise State Broncos.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Oh, pressure's coming. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. And on the opening drive of the second half, you've made adjustments, but sometimes you underestimate the fact that the defense is ready for your adjustments.
And they've made their own adjustments as well, and they're allowed to sit there in the locker room and think and wonder about how you're going to attack them coming out of the tunnel. Great job being ready to go at the start of the second half by the defense.
From the gun, it's Pringle. Breaks into the open. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And the Canes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They're going to ride this running back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Rush is on. It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, Hurricane.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. First play of this drive. Caught in the backfield. It's Bray. Oh, he got loose. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Sends it downfield. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that. This guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
Man, it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
The run inside. It's Pringle. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. The Canes want to move quickly.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
The screen, and watch out. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Mensah. Back's got it on the screen. And that's not going to be a first down. He stopped just millimeters away from moving the chains.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there, but we're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
It's a fake. Here comes the heat. Oh, it's intercepted. And the offense is out on the field with a 1st and goal. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. They'll go to the air. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Man, you got to give credit to this defense. In the sudden change situation, they've barely had a chance to even blink. Just a second ago, they were on the sideline. All of a sudden, there's a turnover. They got to take the field. They're on their own goal line, and a phenomenal job getting lined up, communicating, and making sure that that pass play fell incomplete.
Under pressure, and he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches, who are my big bodies out wide, and I can throw them the football, and they can make a play over top of somebody.
They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. They want to throw it. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Touchdown, Utes! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Deep in the end zone, it's Pringle. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Looking for the edge. Now the pitch. And that one will go and reverse the defense all over that pitch on the option.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Here's Mensah to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. Finds enough room to get it to the 21 before going out of bounds.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Hauls it in. At the 35, he's got room. coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain. And the Canes want to crank the tempo.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Turning it on! Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Hurricanes look to keep this drive humming. They'll give it to him again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll give it on the counter. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down brings us to 4th.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off. Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback signaling to his guy. Drops back on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
It's 3rd and 5. They give it to him again. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the 3rd period. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Utes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Trying to take it back. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Got some green grass. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
And they're not on the same page there.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Gonna field this one in tight quarters. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Second and long here. Hits inside. It's Bray. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. Touchdown, Canes! Took it back to the house, and now they're right on their heels.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the 4th. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. They're probably a little rattled after that last pick 6, and who could blame them? But now deep breath, settle in, get a drive started in a tie game. Out wide left, it's Andrews. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Well, I think the quarterback was trying to push that ball deep down the field. Nobody was open, though, so he finds his fullback for a short gain.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Changing the routes with his receiver. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On third down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab right down the middle. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. And the Utes will snap it on 1st and 10. Rashad Downs going up top. Rush right in his face. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
The Utes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Uh-oh, look out. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone. It'll be 1st down. And the Utes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Driving forward, it's Brigg. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
This drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. After run, now throw. Out wide right, it's Riley. And they swarm him under. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Utah! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. On the ground, it's Compton. Oh, he's got some space. The 40, at the 30. He's at the 10. And he scores! Touchdown, Miami!
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the 2nd level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
And the extra point ties the game in the 4th. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Here comes the offense on second down. Making the adjustment on the play. Second down, going to throw it. Throws for the tight end. Right side, it's Riley. Makes the grab and room to run. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. That last big play has them in business. Just outside the red zone, it's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Brake. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. So Miami signals for a timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. This time they'll throw it. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
And as time is dwindling away in this one, the offense is set up. 1st and goal, a great opportunity to get the go-ahead score. He's looking to throw. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
And that is just what you wanted. You get a 1st and goal situation defensively, and you can get a sack and get a good loss. Put them out of an easy running situation. Nice job by the defense.
He's changing the play. 2nd down to the air. Keeping his eyes downfield. Finding some touchdown Utes! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, and how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Throwing, Mensah. Still looking to his right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew he was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Trying to squeak through the pile. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
Man, that was a
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Mensah. He wants a big play here late. Goes high to pull it in. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Looking for the score. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Just a crushing mistake on the penalty. Wipes out the touchdown, and now they'll have to try to get it together and score again. So that'll cost them a down, 2nd and long after the illegal forward pass. They're all over it. He was thinking touchdown on the scramble, but they're able to stop him short of the end zone. And the Hurricanes come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Looking to the end zone, it's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Defense in press coverage. Look out! And it's incomplete, and the last chance comes up empty, and the ball game is over. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.